Yeah, good response by the offense today. Offense, quote unquote, won the day, if you want to say that. We had 3 real periods of scrimmage, and they scored 3 touchdowns, or 2 touchdowns, field goal to win a 2-minute drill. Then we had second and play it, and they were 3 for 4 in those drives. So, good day here by the offense. Defense, explosive day. Like, you had some really good plays, and then all of a sudden we give up a 3rd and 17. Right? Can't have those.
You mentioned previously that you thought that you would have more explosive plays this year. How are you feeling about that aspect?
I think it's showing up in camp. I think you're seeing some guys that we didn't know if they were going to be explosive playmakers come Saturday showing up as explosive playmakers in camp already.
Do you think that you might be able to get into more of those opportunities based on early down passing?
Yeah, if we can get into manageable down and distances, play with leads, like if we can play good defense early, all that stuff affects it. If you're down 10 points, 14 points, or 7 points versus a good team on the road, and you get a 3rd and 1, and they're rolling your defense, you got to keep the ball. You may have a big play, but possession of the ball and keeping your defense off the field is vital. So it has to change how you call it. If your defense is not on the field and they're playing good defense and getting off the field, you can call the game more effectively, aggressively on offense, because you're not worried about how many snaps your defense is playing as much, because they're not defending 9, 12-play drives. So I think it all goes together with the flow of the game. You as an offensive coordinator cannot put your defense on the field 85, 90 times and expect them to, shut people down. People get tired. That's the reality of it. So I think complementary football may allow us to be more aggressive.
How does Hamilton's big play potential strike you relative to your years of coaching?
He's very fast. I think everybody knows that. His nickname's Turbo, right? But I think Malik's big playability in camp has been really good too. He took one to the house about a couple days ago on a now screen. Then JT, we know him. Moss is a guy who has that ability. When he gets the ball in his hands, he makes people miss. And we got a bunch of guys there that I think can become explosive playmakers on the perimeter. We got to become better blockers.
What point in August did you get super anxious?
Season's here, baby. I'm in it. I really don't. I'm in it every day. I don't get anxious for that. Maybe when we do our mock game. We'll do a mock game in the stadium where all we're doing about 10 days out, we go through weird situations after a safety kickoff, right? If you punt it or if you kick it off, kickoff return after safety, we go through every scenario possible. I guess that's the day under the lights. You're transitioning from camp to season mode and you're in it. That's probably the day that I go, okay, it's game time. It's game week.
And Jordan was talking about yesterday how he doesn't know if the guys first came to ASU would be able to handle the attention and expectations upon him now. How have you just seen him mature over his almost 3 seasons?
Yeah, he's the same Jordan, but he's just a different level of Jordan. It's like he elevated up. In a video game when you hit another tier and the guy gets bigger, right? That's JT. He's just matured. He's grown up. He understands what it takes to be successful, the work it takes to be successful on and off the field. He's really bought into what Coach Ward has preached in terms of what it's going to take for him to sustain success and do it at a high level for a long time. And he's really taken that and bought in.
What's the see between the Ben and Wade crowds today?
Honestly, I didn't notice, which is a good sign. That's key. I'll go watch the tape and see if there were any catastrophics, but I didn't see bad snaps. I always see the vision of through the quarterback, right? I see the ball snapped. I don't know who's snapping it to the read. That's usually what I look at, and I didn't see any catastrophic snaps. I think most of them were around the quarterback. So I'll have to go look at the tape to look at the MAs, how productive they were actually blocking today.
What's the biggest difference between CJ last year and CJ this year?
He's faster and he's quicker. I think his body weight is the same roughly, but his body percentage of fat is way down. And you can see that quickness and explosiveness, especially in the pass rush. That's something that obviously we've made an emphasis on. We struggled rushing the passer with 4 last year. We didn't go out and get somebody to go rush the passer with 4. We didn't go to the portal and say, hey, you guys aren't good enough. We said, hey, you guys, we need you to get bigger, we need you to get stronger, we need you to get better at games together. And I think that's starting to show up from the inside guys to the outside guys. I think their strength and what they did in the offseason is starting to show up in terms of the pass rush.
How much that emphasis on body transformation with that group as a whole, that was kind of not just your typical progression, but like a really conscious decision.
Yeah, that was a conscious decision that, we had success last year, and they're all back on this team. Well, if those guys would have been draftable grades last year, they'd be gone, and I would have told them to leave, right? They weren't, and they realized, man, I got to do more to get my body in position to become that, and they did. And that's what I'm most proud of, is those guys really took the challenge of, I'm Clayton, I need to be 255 pounds, I'm doing it. I'm Prince Dorba, I got to be around 250, I'm doing it. I'm CJ, I got to have a better pass rush inside, I'm doing it. Jacob, same thing. Elijah, same thing. Watt, same thing. He was the strongest guy in our bigs because CJ was out for a little bit. They took ownership together on being the very best they could be this year, and I think it's showing throughout fall camp.
How much have you really seen Hines, not just on the field but off the field too, help take the reflection to the next level?
Yeah, the maturity level. We have a list that goes out every day about everybody who was late to academics, to weight room, to weigh-ins, to meals, to meetings. Every department they could be in, we have a list. Every day we get who was late. You don't see those guys on many lists anymore. And it just shows you don't see our team on many lists anymore in general. We got a text today that, I know it's a stupid thing, but from academics that said, this is the best enrollment we've ever had for fall classes. Like, that seems like such a little thing, right? It's the best team they've ever had enroll in their classes when they're supposed to. Holy cow. But those are the things that I look at and say, okay, all they did was what they were supposed to do. That is so hard. Most people, they don't do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it. They don't hit a minimum standard of operating. And if our team is hitting that minimum standard when it comes to registering for classes, right, that is a really good sign as a program.
What's enabled Watley to have the camp he's had?
His strength. He's in better shape. He's lost a little bit of weight, but he's gotten stronger in the process. So I think his strength that he's put in, like I said, he's the second strongest kid in our team at 270 pounds. Usually when you're talking strongest kids on the team, you're talking the people in the 300s, high 290s. To be 270 and still have that strength. And then his versatility of being able to play edge and inside, depending on how we want to create matchups.
Seems to be chirping less and more focused maybe in his business.
That's just our football team. I think we're learning to channel passion. When you get somewhere and we're in year one, it's like, can we just show it? Like, I don't care. I just want to see it that it matters. Year two, it's like, okay, I want to see that it matters, and we're going to make some stupid mistakes because I'm preaching that it matters so much. We're going to late hit. We're going to do something stupid, right? I'll own that. Year three, it's can you channel the passion to play as hard as we do, but also not have stupid mistakes. I think that's the progression we're trying to make as a program, is to channel that passion in the right direction.
Jordan was very thorough in the way he was explaining how he's understanding coverages now and better understanding that. You attributed that to sitting down with you and Sam a lot in the corner. And how have you seen his mental game hype outside and really well?
Yeah, he's really intelligent. He comes up when I watch film with Sam and we talk defense. I don't talk much offense with players. Offensive guys, I talk defense. Defensive guys, I talk offense. It's that simple. And I don't talk much offense with offensive guys. So when I go meet with Sam about coverages and how people match to trap and read coverage and all the different coverages you can have, he comes up there and listens, and he's like, okay, so if I see the safety do this, or if I see the corner trap, right, and I run an inward breaking route, usually in two trap there's no waller of one, so I can really get in there faster. It's true cover two, I can find the pocket in the hole shot. Like, how does rip live match work? An immediate under gets passed off, right? So what if we swing the back? Then what happens? The mic matches you. Like, I'm trying to teach him what the reaction of the defense is going to be, because he is such a savvy player that if he can truly understand what he sees and how a defense should react, right, it's going to give him an advantage, especially in the option world. Perfect. Thank you.